Hello and welcome to episode 306 of the Drive to Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell, Harv, and Knoop. On this episode, we recap Wyndham Clark's victory at Pebble Beach in 54 holes. No-cut event, 54 holes. I'm sure we'll be talking plenty about that. Harv and Knoop got all the comments queued up, I'm sure.
Probably could have got fourth if they shotgunned, but...
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Liv and John Rahm's maiden voyage on the Liv Tour. I have a confession to make with regards to that. It worked out quite nicely for them to get new viewers, let's just say. Mm-hmm. Still a pain in the ass to find and watch, but that's beside the point. We'll get there. And then we're going to head into, what's this week, Harv?
Waste management.
Waste management, Phoenix Open. Yes, that's right. It's Super Bowl week.
Secondary event, but yep.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Chiefs-Niners. We're 1 week closer. But before we get into that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen and get it warmed up because we got our mitts on that catalog this week.
Oh, yeah,
holy
I forgot
shit.
about that.
Holy shit.
The lists that we each have are longer than normal.
Longer than normal. So some of the items, I don't want to spoil too much. Some items are what you expect. Plenty of new designs, but I think the biggest takeaway is if you're a T-shirt guy, like Chase has gone above and beyond this year. He's only had like 5-6 T-shirts every year. There's like 20, and they're all unbelievable. Yeah. Like every single one.
Yeah,
I want everyone.
Good. Yep.
So get those, get that promo code ready because when he drops that, it is going to blow up, I think. So we want to thank Chase. We can't wait. We also want to thank Callaway Golf. Knoop is 1 week closer to using those things.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been using them indoors.
I did start this week, and I had talked to a couple friends this week as well, just about the driver, and I said, it's great. They said, yeah, right. You're a Callaway guy. You have to say it. I said, no. With my old driver, with the original Paradigm, the fastest ball speed I ever got last year was 173 indoors. I've hit 176 already this year with this thing.
Yeah.
It is
and you're not
fast.
even warmed up.
And yeah,
Speed training
a little bit, working out, getting ready for the season. So, yeah, I think it's only going to become faster, and it's nice. A little more muted than last year, which I don't mind the
like
sound
that
at all. I hate the sound of ping.
Yeah, the ting is a little bit too much.
Yeah.
That dull
Yep.
thud almost.
Yeah, it's
is fine.
great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lot of good comments about the balls too. The new Chrome Softs.
Oh, the
They're
Chrome
getting-
Tours.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we didn't talk about
Rave
the last
reviews.
couple weeks is Phil saying he's no longer with Callaway.
We did not talk about that because, well, I don't like Phil, so I would
Yeah.
never bring it up.
Yeah. But that was one of his comments in that post where he announced he was no longer with them. He's like, you got to try the new Chrome Tour ball. He said it is the best ball that's ever been made.
Yeah, and we all know that I'm a packaging guy, and the Chrome Tour packaging is like unbelievable.
That gold, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Everyone knows you're a packaging guy. Hey,
Yeah,
it's just
I'm
one fact.
Like I'm a looks. I'd rather look good than play good.
Oh yeah.
So if they can, if I'm a sucker for packaging, for good marketing. That's really what it comes down to.
Good.
Yes, fair enough.
And then we have our fitting in less than 2 weeks.
Crazy.
So 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah, when is that?
2 weeks from
2 weeks
yesterday.
2 weeks from yesterday.
What's the date on that sucker?
Carry the
18th,
3,
18th.
carry the 3, 18th.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So thanks to Callaway, and last but not least, I have a lawnmower and a red queued up next. Bronell's got a couple reds. Harv doesn't drink, and
Not this week, nope.
Knoop's going with the warm up effect tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's fire up our weeks. Does anyone like to go first? Mine's a light one, so
I'll go first. It is a
I'll
little
go second.
longer. So
oh wow.
a couple things.
You hit a bunch of balls into your screen.
This weekend was a busy one. So Oldest had their home tournament this weekend.
Volleyball?
Sport.
Basketball.
Okay.
They ended up winning, which was fantastic. Probably their best player was not here. He missed last weekend as well.
He's at the Pro Bowl, isn't he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
And they played fantastic. Ended up winning. A lot of the same teams that they played in Swift Current were here, and ended up winning. It was a nice little weekend. But I know last weekend I talked about sitting away from the parents. Was able to do that this weekend. Much more enjoyable. So again, you go to those kids' activities so as far away as you can.
I think.
So do you show up late and walk by, or do you go there,
wait in the car,
sit?
Yep.
And then when people start filling in around you, get up and leave.
So we
Two
also
ways to do it, really.
I'm a late shower upper.
We were hosting a volleyball tournament in my gym this weekend. So as I dropped the kids off half an hour early, I said, "Yep, I'll be right back. I got to run to the gym, just make sure everything's okay."
Didn't have to do anything. Did you go sit in the car?
No, I went to the gym, just make sure my I shouldn't say that. My sometimes crappy employees were doing what they were supposed to do.
What if they listen?
Oh, jeez.
It's okay.
Complaints.
So yeah, it ended up working well. You get that right on a tip and pick a spot. If not, I'll just go stand on the other side in the corner. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm more of I'll drop my kid off. So one team's half hour, the other one's an hour, and then some cases I'll just sit in the vehicle. Because then you don't have to worry about that small talk
Wendy's or something.
Well, just the small talk with the parents while you're trying to kill all that time.
Yep.
It's like, no, I'll just sit in the car, go on Twitter, X, and just wait. And
Or
then
you
there
go
is
sit
usually that group of 3 or 4 dads that also are like you and don't want to sit with everyone.
Yeah.
So you have those same group that you talk to and makes the game enjoyable.
There is nothing worse than going somewhat early and picking out some seats, and then you have a group of parents or
the other
whoever
one.
coming to sit with you. You're like, oh no, I can't move now because they're
Sure
coming.
you can.
No,
Why can't you?
No, you
move?
have to take a piss.
because you kind of know them, and you're
so
like,
what?
Yeah, that's where I
Yeah.
take it. That's why I take a leak.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to piss
Gotta
before
stretch,
the game started.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
No.
heaters aren't on
I
at the
guess.
hockey.
I don't like this seat anymore.
You guys
Wrong with
find
saying
it?
that.
I don't even think you need to say
don't like
anything.
the
I don't
seat
even think there's a
anymore.
need to say anything. I think you could just get up.
you're
and
just gonna get up and leave and not
No.
come back.
My
I don't
go-tos
think
are
you need. I don't think you have to say
I have
anything.
no issues with that. Just
Yeah.
get up and move.
no. I get up and say either I got to take a piss,
I feel bad.
or if it's like any type of the rinks in Moose Jaw, if you're sitting down, you just say, "Oh, my ass is sore on this bench."
Yeah.
Just
that's
get
a
up
good.
and leave.
That's a good one.
That's like 80% of the reason I coach.
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
have to sit
So you
down.
don't have to sit with people.
Yeah. I don't even know what it's like at hockey.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't hear it too far away.
So did that
Oh, yeah, you
like
can hear it.
midday Saturday, and then as soon as that was done, we ended up taking off to Regina. Kirsten's old team was in town playing against the Cougars in Regina, so her old coach, multiple of her coaches are still coaching. So we went and kind of watched them play, and then went out for supper with them after. But it was nice to be in the gym again. After the game, kids and I went down, played on the court, just brought back a lot of memories. Really,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Where'd
the
you go
good
for
old
supper?
days. The good old days.
Where'd
We
you
went
go for
to the
supper?
keg.
Okay.
Great. It's fantastic. Free
Yeah.
meal. Thanks UBCO.
Wow.
Paid for the whole family's meal.
That's why you went for
Fantastic.
supper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking a fucking
So-
break.
Steak and lobsters for the family.
No, I just
Mushrooms,
got that honey
Neptune.
chicken. That was all I got.
You got
Went
chicken?
to the cake and
Yeah.
got chicken.
Well, because I was like, I'm not super hungry. We had a hot dog at the game, and it's like that
Doesn't matter. You
cheapest
still
thing.
you
I'll
don't.
only throw $40
I
bucks
know.
on the
Yeah.
bill.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So, and then last thing. So last week, it was like Monday or Tuesday. We made some like pork meal with cabbage and rice. Put the leftovers on the kitchen or on the oven. Kirsten and I go upstairs, whatever, come down, fucking empty. Dog jumped up onto our stove and ate the entire meal. So not very happy. So last night we make
Chocolate cake.
How fucking close was it to the?
no, it was like it was the middle, like the middle. Like you got to go a decent amount. It's like 1.5 feet, 2 feet in from the edge of the counter.
Yeah.
So last night I see this great recipe. It's like this puff pastry cheesecake, or not cheesecake, cheesesteak. So it's got just
boy.
a beautiful, beautiful meal. So we made it.
Wow.
4.5 of these things left over, and they're like a little bit bigger than a Pop-Tart. Like they're fair size.
Yep.
Same thing. Kirsten and I go upstairs.
You did it again?
Well, listen. So she came up with us. The dog came up. We go to put our clothes away. Tucker comes home. She runs downstairs.
Kid
they
ate
both
it.
come back up. So whatever, we're still doing our clothes. All of a sudden we hear this little bit of a crash from a Tupperware container. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Kirsten runs down there, ate all fucking 4 of these goddamn things, and she was livid. I think Kirsten might have murdered her last night if she could have.
The dog's gone.
No, it's still there.
I can't believe he did it again.
I know.
Like, put a lid on that thing.
Put it in the fridge.
It's happened once, and we're
Put
like,
the
okay,
dog
like,
outside until
she
you're
got
ready
in
to put
shit.
it away.
Oh, she stayed outside for 2 hours the first time. And then last night, Kirsten wanted to keep her outside. I shouldn't say this on the pod, but wanted to keep her outside all night. You're like, what the fuck? Don't do that.
The dog won't even know that's why it's outside all night.
I
That's
know.
the problem.
Yeah. So you know those kids that are bad kids.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what they
Why?
say?
Well, you know what they
You know what they
say?
say. There's no such thing as bad kids, Ronell.
Yep.
Hey, someone tell me they want my dog, and I'll give them to them.
And
There's
I thought
nothing will make me-
Home Alone 2 was crazy.
Oh, I tell you what, if you
fuck.
come to the pod next week with the chocolate cake that Harp said, I will laugh my ass off.
By accident, yeah.
Yeah, just
Sure.
by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it for my week. So 10 drinks on the week, so 48 on the year.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going next because my week has next to nothing in it. Yeah, I'm 1 week closer to the Super Bowl, so I'm just kind of waiting that out. That was it. Lots of the stuff that I did was watch some golf on the first couple days, and then of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then I watched a little bit of Live, so we're going to talk about that. But we talked last week about me kind of trying to get away from betting, but I did bet on Wyndham Clark to win Pebble Beach. So I was sweating that bet and just hoping that they would cancel it because I was hoping that I would win this bet. So needless to say, he won, and now I got a plump account just ripe for.
So they paid that
emotional
out.
hedge.
Only 2 basketball games today, eh?
No, I bet on one. But I have a hefty amount now because we were talking about the emotional hedge. Let's just say I don't have to put any money on my account now because I got it.
Yeah.
I have it in there ready for the emotional hedge. I'm just trying to decide what that number is going to be now.
All in.
Well, I think whatever's left come game day, because Bet365 is teasing at some boosts throughout the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll bet on some of those, and then whatever's left is going on the Niners.
How much are you betting on the Chiefs? Because I'll get in on it.
I don't know. I have a hefty amount from a friend of mine in my account, and I might just claim
Is it on the Chiefs?
I don't know yet. He hasn't
Oh,
decided.
okay.
Hasn't decided. He sent you money to place a bet, and he
This
hasn't
is
even
from last
decided.
weekend.
Oh.
He won last weekend.
Won
Oh.
a bet last weekend. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be sending you some money this week.
So I didn't. That was it. Couple of my own hockey games, bunch of kids stuff. Traveled to Swift Current twice for hockey games. Ridiculous. But I did have 17 drinks this week. So I'm up to 60.
Oh, well, okay.
60 and 36.
So how many did you count from that one night that you had?
6.
9.
Yeah,
I
please
had 6 drinks.
Just explain that
No,
night.
Sorry. I had 10 in the count.
Oh.
But I had 6 drinks.
Thank you.
Sorry. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's already like a gray area.
No, it's not. We
Heavy
already
thing.
confirmed.
You can't make it even bigger.
We already talked about this. King cans are
1.5.
3 king cans is still 2 drinks, but I had 2 king cans.
2
So I
is
count as
3.
three?
2 is
Two
3.
is
Yeah,
three.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah.
And then at the end of the night, I knew I only had a 6 drink left, so I poured a generous amount of booze in
I mean,
my
that's
cup.
a smart idea, yes. With your rules.
And I could have waited a little bit longer till midnight. That's the other fine print.
We
But
might
yeah,
be
that was
due
it.
for a disclaimer on the old booze
Nope.
count.
No, and so
Well,
the funny
we
thing
haven't
is
done
when
one
I
in a
poured.
while.
So I told my wife about my booze count of 6, and then she watched me pour that last drink. I'm like, yeah, 6th one. I gotta make it count. She's like, what does that mean? I'm like, well, this is my 6th drink. I gotta make it count.
No one understands it, but
Yeah.
so that's what I
Yeah.
take from this story.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I can go next. Are you done?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Mine's short again. Played hockey a couple times last week. Hit the crossbar like fucking 14 times in that one game we played.
Oh yeah, the band was back together last week.
Yeah, that was
We
stupid. We got robbed. We should have won that
we
game.
should have
Yeah.
won that game.
Yep.
And then it's only February 4th. First of all, it's raining
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
in February. The snow is all gone, so it's like golf season should be around the corner, but it is.
It's
not.
actually way worse, right?
3 months away.
It's
still.
terrible.
Like last
Yeah.
week we had
all
10
all
degree
day
temperatures.
I kept getting notifications to expect snow today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week when it was 10
Didn't
degrees
happen.
outside
No.
and we could be literally could be golfing outside
Yeah.
because the snow was all melting instantly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was at the golf course because my son next door had baseball, and so I was like looking at the golf course. I'm like, you could go and play right now.
Yep.
Yep.
It's 10 degrees outside. There's no snow on the course, but I can't hit onto the greens.
So yeah, it's early February. Could be golfing, and we had our last tournament of the year already. So we have 2 months without
Really?
tournament. Yeah, we were just hot and heavy there
Why
for
don't
the
you
last
guys
few months.
host one or something?
Well, you're only allowed to go in 4.
Actually,
You're only
4
allowed
for
to go in
U9.
2
and
and U7. We had to get approval to go in a third one.
Yeah.
jeez.
So
They're
went
strict.
went to Odessa, won the B side there. We actually got trophies, which
For B-side.
well they gave them out for A too, and I believe C and
wow.
D maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, but you never see kids get the trophies anymore. It's always medals or pucks or
Yeah.
some lame candy cup that they all got to share.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are actually nice little trophies. Like you'd be probably talking about it on the pod.
Well, should have sent a picture in the group. I
yeah,
coulda.
when I can go get it. It's inside.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a
Um,
rink burger? Isn't that like the best rink burger in the province, they say?
They say
Was it
the
great?
ones that were cooked were pretty good.
Oh, one of
Because
those.
there was
eh?
a couple, like the one kid had one that was like red in the middle.
Maybe he
Yeah.
ordered it that way.
But haven't you
medium-
gone to, like,
medium
those,
rare.
like-
medium
Was
rare.
it ground chuck, not ground beef?
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't you gone to like those fancy restaurants where
fresh,
they
not frozen.
That's how
yeah.
it-
where they send you
That's
a
how it's in the
burger
States.
that's like medium rare?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've eaten medium burgers before, but
Well, and that's what it is in the States.
In
right?
a
You
rink,
can order it
it's
because
like-
it's ground chuck.
no, I don't want that in a
No.
rink. Yeah.
It's funny you bring this up because when I went to Glentworth was supposed to have one of the best rink burgers. And I had 2 because the first one, I was eating it inside and it was super bright in that rink. And it was like, this looks pink. So my wife's like, I'm not getting one. That's disgusting. So then I went outside just to get something out of my truck. And when I got into daylight, it looked like it was fully cooked. So it's part of it could just be
Needed to rest.
light. Yeah,
Yeah.
needed to rest. But it's a thing because they're trying to
You are
get
supposed to
all
rest.
those. They're trying to get all those burgers out, right? We had the
Yeah.
chicken finger fiasco from last year, Central
Yeah.
Butte. They're trying to move product.
Yep.
Sometimes they take shortcuts.
For sure. And then the last thing, we stayed in a hotel in White City. So actually went to Aspen Links Clubhouse for a nice little brunch, and they had that arcade there, which the kids just like $15, and the kids could play the arcade for
Yeah.
as long as they want. It was well
Oh, really?
worth it. Yeah. You guys go play, we'll eat, and then
A lot more on tap.
Yep. But one thing I want to talk about the hotels is like why there should be hotels that are specifically made for minor hockey teams and tournaments. Like how sweet would that be if it was just that was the whole point of the hotel?
In what way?
Because like we show up and the pool's like fucking full of like people, and they rented it out for a birthday party, like.
Not hockey team.
Yeah, it's like we're not allowed to bring our mugs into the pool. We have
Yeah,
to
that's a
stand out
weird
in the
rule.
lobby with our drinks, and
Oh, you couldn't even go in the pool
No
area.
mini sticks.
couldn't go in the pool area. Our mini sticks game got shut down after 5 minutes because there was apparently multiple noise complaints. There wasn't, but it's just like
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
a free for all, just like a frat party.
Just
on-
let us take
for
it.
kids.
Just let us take over the hotel. Like, why can't we take over the hotel?
They should have like specific
until a
to
certain
specific
time.
hotel for a weekend. Yes.
Yeah,
Because
What
like
time
why
was this
why
mini-
block off
mini stick
rooms?
game?
like not even 9 o'clock. Like 8:30,
Yeah.
8:45.
I know we've been to last year. We went to a hotel or a tournament in Saskatoon, and the Travel Lodge there with the new water park. It had every single team that was in that tournament was at that hotel, so it was
Yeah.
loud as hell until like midnight.
But
Because everyone understood that
Yeah.
this is just hockey teams.
Yeah.
Put them all on 2 floors so they can run around and no one will complain. I
Yeah.
agree with you there.
Mhm.
Now, as far as building a hotel just for minor hockey,
No.
that might be a stretch.
I
but-
know, but it's
But they
yeah.
should, especially like towns and stuff like that, when they know
Yeah.
there's going to be a bunch. You should, like, the tournament should be like, book here, we've blocked off.
Yeah, more than just
Yeah.
blocks of rooms. It's like the hotels just we're the minor hockey hotel.
Yeah.
But they
We're
probably
Like they
won't
had
do.
they had the whole breakfast room with a bunch of tables, and we weren't even allowed to go sit in there and eat pizza.
That just
as
sounds like a
team.
poorly run hotel.
Yeah.
I think that's a one-off.
I know which one it is.
Two water sides though, so that's the big ticket item there.
It's
Oh.
everyone going.
And then the last point: do you guys ever leave tips when you're leaving the hotel room, like for the staff?
I just empty my pockets.
Whatever,
You
like
do.
so, like 35 cents or whatever you got.
It's usually like
Yeah.
somewhere between $1.60 and
Because some people are
$3.30.
like adamant about leaving tips in hotels.
I've never heard this before.
Like people,
Me
they're-
neither.
Well, you've never heard of that before.
You don't leave.
No.
You don't empty your like. That's what I do. Is I empty my pockets, especially like when I go to Vegas or something like that. Whatever
Yeah,
ones
so, like,
or whatever
we
I
left-
got,
don't
I
even
leave it.
clean the rooms every day now.
I know, but all I'm saying is I
No, but
will
when you
leave
leave,
whatever I have
when you're done,
But
when
they
you're-
haven't done anything. Why would I?
because they're going to.
they're going to.
Okay.
Say, thanks for cleaning up my shit. That's the least you could do.
Well, that's like tipping when I go to Subway. Well,
It's-
you're doing your
it's-
job.
It's the same as tipping anywhere, though.
no.
Anywhere.
No.
There's tipping for you just got a haircut, right? You're gonna
It's
give
their
a
job.
Tip. That's their job. It's very similar. Like
It's the
oil,
exact
people are
same.
tipping for oil changes now.
No, that's ridiculous. I can see the
They are-
haircut
it's-
because they're renting that seat, right? So I think that is a little more acceptable
No.
in my mind.
The tip is a tip, no matter what the
I
amount
ain't,
is.
I ain't tipping.
I know you
housekeepers.
ain't.
I
Gotcha. I put that do not disturb thing on the door the minute I check in, and I take it off when I leave. Like they're not even in there.
Oh yeah, I don't want them in there if I'm staying multiple nights.
Yeah.
But if I'm only staying one night in there, I don't know.
So what are you tipping?
We left like $7.
I leave whatever's in my pocket, and that's less than $10.
Yeah.
I've never
But
tipped
like,
more
that-
than 10.
like, what's the point? Like, and you factor in how much the hotel room costs. Like, you're giving like
I know.
the
3%.
person's putting it right in their pocket.
The amount of money a hotel costs now, there's no
Oh.
fucking chance.
Yeah, but
I know,
the
but you could say
person-
that
the
about
person,
you could say that about a meal at the keg.
if your argument is $15 an hour, well, that cleaner's making $15 an hour.
They're
You're
making more than that.
you're paying the person doing the job, not the hotel.
I think they're making more than that.
Have you ever tipped a gas person?
I don't do that, and
I do if it's freaking cold out. I will.
yeah.
Give them $5.
Never.
Those guys they're literally freezing their ass off.
They're bundled up. They're bundled.
A lot of
They get
breaks.
breaks.
there.
They
I
go
will
outside.
say-
Yeah, exactly.
I will
After-
say-
when it's cold, you're starting the pump 9 times out of 10 before they get
If they
there.
do the work, I will give them a tip most times. Not if it's an older guy though.
Yeah.
If it's a kid, I'll give him some money.
I'd just be curious to know how many, like, what percentage of people tip hotel staff. I bet you it's under 10%.
Oh, it's under 5.
Yeah.
For sure it is.
Although it's 50% right now.
Because like there's like I don't know, there's no benefit to me for that.
Yeah.
Because the next guy ain't doing it.
But there's no
so-
benefit to tipping a waiter, a waitress.
he doesn't do
Because
that either.
you're done.
Oh yeah,
You're out of there.
You gotta do that.
You're out of there,
Yeah,
though.
but they brought me the food. They didn't clean my room till after I left.
And they have to pay money out. So if
But
you
they
don't
clean-
pay money,
But they all
you
it
don't
could be
give
it
them
could be
money.
argued that they
Oh,
cleaned
yeah,
the
they
room
cleaned it
before you got in there.
Well, then that person should have tipped then, and I don't know if they did. So why am I getting in on this when I'm getting screwed?
Yeah.
He
a good
showed
point.
up to a clean
it's a
room.
good point.
Okay, go ahead, Harv. Good one though.
Oh, sorry.
booze
Churchill
count.
boost count, yeah. 13 again. So
Always.
Number?
66
Just
and
times
35.
52 by 13 and move on.
So my 5 weeks this year are 11, 14, 15, 13, 13. So
Yep.
A little higher than 13.
pretty
Standard.
consistent. But I got to get some 5s in there. Maybe this
You
week.
can't. You just can't.
You
I'll
you
go
don't have
next
hockey
year.
this week.
No
Could
hockey.
be this
Nothing
week.
going on.
Oh, you'll find a way. Yeah, I guess I dusted off the old skates and
Yep.
Yeah, it was nice to see
visor
out
for
there.
the
Potted a couple.
3 actually.
Wow.
Should have been 4, but you passed to the other guy. But
What do you do with it?
he scored.
Yeah.
I was open on the back door and he went the other way with it, but no biggie. So that happened. Yeah, that was a tough Thursday. Just waking up and first game in probably 3-4 months. So hurt a little bit.
You
So
didn't even have any drinks after, though.
Yeah, just sign of getting old, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finally catching up with me. One thing I want to know, so I was driving to a work function on last week, and I was in the right lane, and I just passed this guy in the left lane,
Okay.
which faux pas, on his part, big time, right? Shouldn't
Hate
be getting
that.
past.
You got to be
Yes.
aware.
But I look and so obviously you give the look over when that happens.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's middle-aged, maybe a little later, with a man bun. hair.
Okay.
So like, what's the age where that no longer becomes acceptable? Because
I
it's
don't-
like it's like 24 for me.
I think there's like a middle age that it's not. I would say over 40 and under 60, because I think guys with man buns that are super old are just like, why not?
I'll
I'd
give
say
you that.
40.
You said it was middle age, so that's right in the
Right in the
range.
no-fly zone.
Yeah, so I would say that's the no-fly zone.
Yeah, it just looked weird. Like, looked
But maybe-
over you, and I was just like, you're too old for that haircut.
What happens if he only wears in a man bun when it's just like he thinks he's by himself? And then as soon as he gets out of his car, he takes it out and he's just got long
And just
hair.
gives it the shake.
Yeah,
or
he's just
what?
got long hair.
The shake.
Oh, maybe it was odd. I'll tell you that, to look over and see that. So that was one thing that happened. Another thing, this probably won't come to a surprise to anyone, but my kids already know more music than I do.
Not,
Of course they do.
Not a surprise whatsoever.
We were driving.
You watch
and,
the Grammys or what?
No, well, they probably would have if it was on. But we were just driving to, I don't know, my daughter had music class or something like that, or dance or one of those stupid things. And she's like, put on this song. I'm like, I don't know what song you're talking about. And she sang the
That
lyrics.
ain't helping me, darling.
And I'm like, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, so I had to like listen to her and like Google the words to the lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
And
You
I
had
was
to
like, how have you even
Shazam
heard this
her?
Thomas Rhett song like that you know?
What song was it?
I can't tell you. I don't know the
Oh, it's
title.
probably Mama's house.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that one. I know that. It was like an obscure
Older one?
Like, how have you ever heard of this? Anyways, so yeah, they know more music than me. And then just algorithm on the conspiracy theories again.
Oh yeah, let's dive
there
into
was
it.
that one I posted today about the nuclear bomb testing,
Yes,
and like I think they're fake. I'm on the side of those are fake.
it was a very convincing argument when it says that. How does the camera survive these things?
But the first one, it was vibrating.
But like
I
these
don't know.
aren't
So
new.
the
These
first
are,
couple
like,
comments
old.
were cameras were housed in a blast-proof capsule which protected it from the blast and was remotely operated.
blast proof. These are nuclear
They're
bombs.
blowing
Have
up-
you seen Hiroshima?
It's real.
It is literally blowing up everything, like to smithereens.
Like, if that's the case, I guess just build your house out of this blast-proof material and you're saved.
I mean, you can't really argue with the third comment, which was Rogan is so gullible.
That's a good point.
Which he is, for sure. But, I don't know. I don't, like... And the one that had the car there?
That
like,
one didn't make sense.
That
to
one
me.
was fake, but they just
Yeah.
maybe cherry picked that one. But yeah,
Coulda.
it is a good conspiracy theory when it's like, well, how did they even take videos of this? When it's meant to literally obliterate everything surrounding it, including the camera.
Makes you wonder what else is fake. Moon landing, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, cockroaches can survive them, can't they?
Oh,
And
can they?
Twinkies, right?
Yeah.
Or is that zombie apocalypse? I don't know. Something else.
But yeah, so I bought into it briefly. I haven't really bothered to look too much into it otherwise. But it sold me. That one video sold me enough. The cameras.
It just is supposed to get you thinking.
Yeah.
You can't just think everything's real. Like, sports are fake and
Well,
rigged. Like, we all know
that's
who's
the-
winning the Super Bowl already.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's,
we know.
Yeah. I should note, it just popped in my head because I was saying, did anyone have an algorithm? You mentioned that. Those damn deep sea boats on waves is back in my algorithm. Fuck with that fisherman's.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen those.
Oh, they're
like
disturbing.
it is all over, and all it is just giant ships on 50-foot waves, and they're just bouncing and water everywhere. It's just like I could literally watch that all day.
So mine, I got on a little bit one this week. It was similar. It was pirate attacks in the middle of the ocean on like giant vessels.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
I could what do you do?
Surrender everything.
Yeah, just don't kill me.
Jump in
Yes.
and swim for it.
But how do they not have
Yeah.
guns on those things anymore? Like
On boats?
yes,
Or like
like
guns
the
for you to
bigger
hold?
the bigger boats not have guns to shoot the fucking pirates.
Like sticking out the sides, you mean?
no, like no, in the like captain's room,
Oh, yeah.
right? To run out there and like get
In
the
the
fuck out of
lockbox.
here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should be noted that there's no sports on tonight, so we're watching wrestling, and these guys are tied to each other with a rope. Wrestling.
Mr. Miyagi versus.
I've never
Well,
heard of
that's
that rope match
That's a
before.
bull rope match.
bull rope strap match.
And they went to commercial.
right in the middle of it.
Anyways,
You got it.
I
Well, they were
Pause.
outside. They're working the ring outside. So right now, while it's at commercial, they're just like gonna kill 3 minutes outside, just slapping each other ringside.
Just yeah.
Then they'll
And
cut
then
back
come
to it
back
if
and
something
they'll be
good
in the
happens.
ring. Yeah.
I had 0 drinks, so I'm at 42 still for the year. So back to 4th place.
Lovely.
What are you at, Matt?
60. You're at 66.
How am I ahead of you? I thought you've been drinking way more
11,
than me.
15, 14, 13, 13.
Yeah, you forget I barely had any the first 2 weeks of the year. I had 2 the first week, 2 in the
Where-
first 8 days.
Where are we
Yeah.
starting here?
Gotta
Pebble
start
or,
live.
or
Gotta
Live?
No, we're starting Pebble. We'll get it over with. It's a
All right.
shame to see it end after 54 holes.
It's a
but
shame they
knew it
still
was
got
coming.
world golf ranking points is what it's a shame.
Multiple asterisk on this tournament this week.
Why?
Well, they only
Well-
played 54, and he's got an unofficial course record.
Yeah, but why did they play 54? Not because it was scheduled that way.
Yes.
Because there was a fucking disaster in
Yeah.
the
And
what?
location where
they're
they
Doesn't
lost.
matter.
These 2 goofballs, like, we came with the receipts. It's not like this is a new rule. This has happened
Oh, I
many
know. I'm
times
not
on the
saying.
PGA Tour.
I'm
It
just
is an
saying.
official rule.
Like there was literally
It was a shelter
there
in
was
place on
towers.
Monday.
There was towers down and shit.
It was
like, they're
literally a
saying-
limited field shortened tournament this weekend.
Right?
Yeah. I know.
That's all I'm saying.
So why doesn't the
That's
Live just call them all 4 rounds and cancel the 4th?
Well, yeah. They
Every
they
week.
did-
That
they
would,
need to
that's what they
schedule-
should do.
They should.
Hey, at least try
That's so
something.
good.
They haven't
That's
done
so
anything yet. They haven't tried anything new
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
They would be
more
better off-
people.
Yeah.
Relegation. They
Because you know
absolutely
what would
have.
happen though is they would not run into natural disasters, and then the guys would have to play 4 rounds, and then they'd be like, "Well, I don't want to do this
Well,
anymore."
no,
They'd
they
all
almost
quit.
they almost delayed the first round because of food poisoning to a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
You can cancel it for whatever you want. Too windy, too hot,
Yeah.
too many
Yeah.
bugs.
But yes, it was unfortunate that Wyndham Clark goes nuclear and then doesn't get to actually prove that he's the champion by getting to play a
Yep.
4th round.
Yep.
I mean, it was an incredible round though. Like he had a bogey and he missed 3 in the heart,
Coming home. Yep.
inches short. So
That last
eliminate
one was
that
like 1
bogey and
inch
hit
short.
2 of
wasn't it?
those. He's 58.
So I didn't see anything today, but was the weather better today than they
It was
were
supposed to be better this
expecting?
afternoon.
Okay.
So they could have finished this afternoon. The issue was the county put a shelter in place. They didn't want anyone moving.
And the amount
Okay.
of course cleanup that needed to be done.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Okay.
they couldn't have physically got it done today.
Because they had called it what, like midday yesterday, like 4
They
p.m.
were waiting it out, and it was just
Well, yeah, they
chaos.
wanted to start at
Yeah.
4 Eastern, which would have been 1 Eastern or 1 Pacific.
I think so, yeah.
Well, it was 11, then 12, and then before they announced 1, they canceled it.
Yeah.
But again, they're like, okay, we'll try tomorrow, and then it got so bad that the county was like, yeah, no one's allowed to move here,
Yeah.
so you guys aren't getting back to the course.
Before we really dive into Wyndham, there was a few good tweets from players about the cancellation. Max Homa saying it's just a little rain or just a little wind.
Mm-hmm.
Who's it? Ben Griffin saying that all the players should just go to 7 and have a close to the pin for
KP.
the money. That made me think of the Finau hitting driver there in one of the practice rounds.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good
Yeah.
clip.
It's a little slap shot. Love that.
I thought I like that
That's great.
content. Yeah.
But yeah, Wyndham Clark. Another win for him for another pod, so that's
Yep.
always good.
Nice to have him on there.
That bogey he made might have been one of the best of all time.
Ian.
It was
Harvarian.
It was.
I think it's Harvarian.
Yeah.
I've made a few of those. Probably more than he has, but yeah, that putting display was unbelievable.
Did he really need to hit that one left-handed beside the bunker there, though?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I thought he could have maybe got in there and had it really close to his body and chipped it right-handed.
Yeah.
So are we? What are we thinking on the 60 that he shot with lift clean in place?
Well, it is
Yeah.
unofficial.
Well, he didn't shoot 59, but he broke the course
It
record.
is an unofficial course record.
I also like.
According
According
to-
to you?
No, according to them.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an unofficial course record.
Because they
That
didn't
makes
complete the
sense.
tournament?
No,
No,
because of
because
lift
it was
clean.
Play the
Oh,
balls
oh,
down.
gotcha.
And then the shade that he kind of threw at Joaquin Neiman about shooting 60 here is better than 59 somewhere else, if you take it as that. But that theory
No,
was out
but
there.
Yeah.
wasn't it something like
Because of how legendary the course is, or
I can't remember exactly what the quote was, but yeah.
I will say that the lift, clean, and place is like probably 2-3 shots.
It makes a difference.
Maybe more.
100
Plus, he
absolutely
stepped down
does.
that one.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Plus
Everyone's
trotting
doing
down
that
it.
though. Like that's the problem. If you put an ISO cam on
yes.
every player, 144, 80 this week, whatever you want to see, every single one of them is
Yeah.
doing something
Yeah.
that is technically
Even known rules sticklers like Xander and they do that kind of stuff all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time.
In those
I
situations,
guarantee
for
it.
sure, when you have that long grass, they'll trample around and then
Yeah,
they'll just find a spot that's good for them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I mean, we'll get to Neiman's fabricated
that was a
penalty
bad one.
that then turned into an actual penalty. So I'll rescind that. But similar to that, it's like put a tee down, not actually put your club down and just guess where the club was
Yeah.
and just drop it. They do that all the time. And I bet you that happens more often than not. It's just that it was on TV. We've talked about this at length before.
And I guess whatever. I'll wait till we get to that
Yeah.
after.
But yeah,
Um,
still, no matter how you say it, he was competing against other guys playing lift, clean, and place,
Yes.
and he beat their brains in. So the 60s still, relative to the other guys playing, was absolutely impressive.
Who was
Enough to win the tournament.
Who was second that day? Jason Day, I think.
Yeah.
And he shot 62.
I thought it was 9 under 63.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
That sounds right. I hate this trophy. I hate it.
It's big.
Really?
It looks like a big crystal butt plug.
I think he said that last year too, actually.
I don't remember that, but
Well, that's what it looks like. You can't argue it.
I will say it's a little less of an event when you don't even get to see the guy receive the trophy. Like he,
yeah.
Yeah, where do you
Set
have to
a
drive
picture with it.
back?
yeah, he had to go back and get it.
Just email it to him, or not email it, just mail it.
Here's a picture of it.
Yeah, it's in the attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a link to butt plugs on Amazon. It looks like this. Take it for what you will.
But yeah, other
He
than
did
that,
get get asked about Liv, obviously, because he had been rumored about
Yeah.
going.
Oh
and,
yeah.
he got asked for it. He wasn't super committed. He just said, "Yeah, for this year, I'm here."
No, he said his legacy means
No,
more than the money.
Yes, he
said-
did.
Yes, but he also said, "Yeah, for this year, I'm here."
Yeah. Because he doesn't know what the hell's going on with the tour, probably.
One of
I
the
don't know.
comments was like, "Yeah, the big great legacy of Wyndham Clark."
he's a major champion.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
He's been on this pod.
Yep.
Big legacy
Episode 80,
there.
I think.
His career turned around.
One of the things I did actually like about this
Way
tournament-
after episode 80.
Yeah, way.
Oh, 80
Way,
was,
way
80
after.
was Joel
Maybe
Damon.
180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 280.
80 was Joel Damon.
One of the things I did like about this tournament is how like limited field, but you had like stars at the top and then you had stars at the bottom. Like that was nice to see. I felt at least like some of the lesser known guys mixing in with the top, and then you had like Rory, Homa, some of those other guys down
Just
at
had
the bottom.
Had to get the names. in.
Dunlap.
Oh, we'll talk.
I
about
tried
that.
to find a dead last. Is there such a thing as dead last bets? Because I was
No,
like,
'cause I think they all technically get miscut.
yeah, I was so pot committed to betting Dunlap to be dead last, and
I mean,
I would have won
that
that
guy
one too.
woke up this morning with some regrets.
Well,
I
he
will.
still
He's
won
gonna- he's
like
got
80K
2 years
or
left.
40K or something.
32K.
Is that what it was?
He's got 2 years left.
32K. John Rahm's team won. He
Yeah.
would have had $1 million.
It's true.
Just saying.
We'll get there.
Yeah, they can all say that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyone that's
Every single person that plays on the PGA Tour, because they probably have an offer from Liv.
Yes.
Because they're better than the bottom 7 guys on that tour.
17.
Oh, for sure they are. But yeah, so
Oh, for sure they are.
And then I just had Tom Brady had a bit of a tough go.
That was
this time
nice to
around,
see.
so I'm sure
Really
he-
nice to see.
Like not only the top, but his first tee shot missed the fairway by like 60 yards.
Oh yeah. Well, that's normal for any of us, but
Yeah.
But
Can you imagine? They should have made the amateurs go out and play on Sunday. Just
That
for
would have been
fun.
great. Yeah.
I mean, I know they didn't play Saturday, but it would have been fun to keep them around just to see idiots.
was Dubé
play.
there? Did we find out?
He was not.
Oh, shoot.
that's
I
all I
don't think
had,
so.
unless there's anything else you guys want
I'm
to talk about.
98% sure he wasn't there.
Dietrich's swing is fantastic. I really enjoy watching him play.
Brought that up to rub
He's
salt.
always had all the tools. He just can't put it together for 4 rounds, it seems like.
Maybe Pavon is a real deal. I'm excited to see what happens this week.
Hmm.
With him.
Are ya?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anything else, Canadians?
Yeah. Very uneventful Canadians.
No, Connors was okay.
Connors T31, Hadwin T39, Svensson T47, Hughes and Taylor T71. So hopefully a better week this week.
Okay, go ahead.
Dune, that's what that is.
You go and live first, and then we'll do Ace's birthday shots.
This week. I'm not going live first.
Not a boy.
Aces, the Bullet on the DP World Tour. Keenan Husky on the Corn Ferry Tour, which was crazy. Corn Ferry posted that tweet and then didn't even mention who it was.
Yes. Yep.
Like, that was weird. Richard Bland made an ace on the live in Mexico there. And then the one I wanted to talk about, the guy playing winter golf made an ace. So they obviously the greens are frozen, so they have multiple holes on every green. So they just change the pins around. Made an ace on the wrong hole.
Yeah, see that
Not an ace.
that
Depends.
doesn't
Was
count.
he aiming
but-
at the wrong hole?
No, that doesn't count. But if you're playing in a tournament with multiple holes and you get an ace,
That counts.
that counts. 100%.
There should be 2 holes on every green.
Like on tour.
Don't.
You just
No
pick 'em.
spoilers.
You just pick whatever one you want.
No spoilers.
What do you mean no spoilers? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Maybe there'll be something like that coming down the pipe.
That would be
yeah.
something.
David Dubé, yeah, as expected, was not in the Pebble
And
Beach
no
round.
birthdays and shots of the week.
Sorry, Rory won the Pro-Am?
I didn't check.
I'm pretty sure.
Who's he with?
I don't know the
Rogers?
guy's name. No,
Jeff Rhodes,
that's the one.
who was a 9.
So he must have carried that team because Rory got what? 8th last?
Yeah, it wasn't good. 50, sorry.
I can't even see the Pro-Am
66.
standings.
Yeah.
I don't have a shot of the
13th
week. I
class.
was in Odessa all weekend. So.
Mine's Morikawa out of the bunker there. As much as I'm not a Morikawa fan.
Oh, on that downslope? That was
Yeah.
nice.
Like, anytime you do something like that
Like, he got
always
spin on that thing
gets me going.
somehow. Yeah.
But yes, McElroy and Rhodes did win.
I thought so.
Morikawa gets forgotten about a lot. I mean, he's
does,
kind of
yes.
He doesn't win enough.
He doesn't win.
he's won 2 majors, but yeah, lately he
that was
hasn't.
what, 4 years ago?
He has not
4
won of
years.
late.
It's like him
For
and
sure.
Rory, same thing.
Yeah.
But at least Rory wins other tournaments
Yeah,
occasionally.
like
He
that's the
won
thing
last
about
year, didn't he? Morikawa? No.
I don't believe
Morikawa
he
hasn't
did.
won in a while.
Yeah, but
I'll look
he's
it
still
up.
got one of the nicest swings.
Yep. Iron swings for sure.
All right, let's
Choked a
find
few
him.
away.
I'm gonna find him.
I think he
Players.
won one last year.
Might have been this year, in the fall.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
like somewhat recently.
I feel like that's right.
Morikawa's latest. This is gonna be hilarious if we won this year and we didn't get it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Everyone kind of covered all the bases.
Yeah, so someone's right and someone's wrong.
News. Do we want to start and live?
I think we have to.
We could.
It's got to be the biggest story this week.
Mayakoba.
What's the biggest?
Joaquin Neiman wins in a 4-hole playoff where they played in the dark. That was pretty cool.
Morikawa on the Zozo.
Yep. Told you.
You're right. 4-hole playoff with Sergio. Shoots 59 day 1. Gets that 2-stroke penalty after round 2. That everyone thought was a bit of script management, I guess.
Yes,
But-
everyone thought it was made up, and then they found a video of it.
Getting
And I
Rahm
mean,
back
that's
into
a
it.
penalty all day,
Yes,
every
it
day.
was legitimate.
Like, that's...
Yes.
He might as well have just been driving in a cart and just threw one over the side of the cart and be like, I'll
well,
hit
no,
it from
he
here.
had a tee in the ground. It's just he was more than a club length away from it. He just didn't bother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
But yes, I would say 95% of people probably thought that was fabricated when it first came out. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
be
Rahm's
fair-
first tournament.
Well, the
we
media
have
was
to
all
do this,
over it. Yeah.
The PGA Tour does this all the time.
But guys usually listen. Hey, you
That's
got to
right.
come back to the pack here. We need a double out of you.
It happens far
Do you
too many
think-
times for it not to be a thing.
It almost looked like how bad Rahm missed left on 17 that he was told he couldn't win this first tournament.
Yep.
Because
That's
he
fair.
was absolutely dialed in. He just tied the lead, and then his next ball on 17 was straight yanked
Yep.
into the trees.
That was the first one.
Maybe
he
there
put
was a
into the trees
song
all week.
change during that shot
Maybe.
Okay.
because song
So-
changes are terrible
Okay.
for golf swings.
Yes. I will say, I want to, can I start, even though we've
Sure,
kind of
go
started?
for it. Yeah.
So I was able to, because there's no PGA Tour and there's no NFL football, I needed something to do yesterday. It was raining. There's no home projects to do. Free slate. And I just like, you know what? I'm going to check out the live. So then at first I had to find it, which was to go to YouTube and then.
Yeah, so super easy.
Just go to Live Golf on X.
YouTube doesn't allow picture-in-picture on your phone. And I'm not streaming it on my TV. It is the absolute worst.
YouTube is the worst thing to watch stuff on.
Yeah. So you can't even minimize it. You can't minimize it on your phone, which is a huge miss to have it on YouTube.
I mean,
anyway.
you can watch it on your phone. You just can't do other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
which is annoying.
So you might as well not even bother.
Yeah, annoying as hell. The zone, that's the best part about it. You just make it small and continue tweeting and reading group chats while you're watching the game.
Yeah.
So anyway, number one was I couldn't believe how loud the music was. It was just a complete annoyance the whole time. But number two, and this is a huge takeaway, is they have microphones in the fucking holes, and it is holy
like that,
shit,
eh?
is it annoying? Because I'm pretty sure it's not
probably
even
too loud.
actually in that hole. It sounds like a repeat.
It could be.
So they are literally there is someone on the broadcast.
Just the noise
clicking
from
on
like
a-
links.
Yes,
You used to play it on
that's
your
exactly
computer.
what it sounds like. So, and the reason why I noticed
I think
that is
that one ended
because
up next to a cow skull. Remember that one?
so the reason why I noticed this is because after like 5 hold putts, I was like, holy shit, is that annoying? And then I paid attention to it. It is the exact same sound every single time. There's no way you can tell me that a ball sounds exactly the same every time it goes in the cup.
I don't know.
And it is jacked up, that sound.
It is too loud.
So loud.
It is definitely too loud.
Like how it
It's
is
like
the
at
most
NBA games where they put the microphones in the nets.
Yeah, well, I actually love that. That's kind of cool. Nothing better.
man.
Nothing better.
Don't get me wrong. When you're at an NBA game live, it is sweet.
It is.
Yes. So, but yeah, the sound of that. If I watched it on mute, it would be better than with sound. Although, I do love the commentators.
See, if they got rid of Jerry Foltz, the broadcast would be really, really good.
It would be
he
better.
leans in too much to the
Yeah.
hey, lives the best thing since sliced bread, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. He's just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Faraday's fine, and then the other guy is fine.
The other guy's good because he comes from, I think, a soccer background.
Yeah.
And he's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they do a really good job, but
Plus
Foltz
accents.
needs to go.
I think the
Foltz
accents help.
is bad.
I think
Bad, bad,
accents.
bad. Yeah.
I think golf is meant to be watched with people with accents.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So anyway, my overall take of watching, I think I started when Rahm was on 12. So I watched the last 6 holes.
Okay.
Overall rating, a soft 6 out of 10. Because the team stuff is
a miss.
awful.
It's a miss.
Yeah, but so
It's a
shut
huge miss.
up.
It is such. You can't say anything.
You
haven't
can't
watched
say a
it.
Stuff is not
fucking
a
word.
miss.
Because if you would watch
I've watched
No,
it.
you've watched it. What?
the very
Like
first
10
tournament,
holes.
you watched the
I've
first.
watched
watched
years
enough,
ago?
and I've read enough.
Shut.
I've read enough.
You've read what other people's opinions are. So
Yeah.
then
I don't
that's
even
what your
understand
opinion
their
is.
opinions. The team aspect is totally fine. It's how NCAA works.
It
Yes.
is bad though.
But they can do some things, right?
Well, it's-
if maybe
just
it was
need to-
more, maybe it's a individual team tournaments, right? Rather than everything.
I'll give
all
you
at the
this.
same
How about
time.
Do
this?
that.
Something.
If it's a
I know that's
5
the
shot,
last one though.
if it's a
right?
5-shot lead, they should have a rule where they're not allowed to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole 6 holes I watched, they just kept leaning into, there's the stingers, all this stuff, and it was like 23-17. Like
Yeah,
that
but
was the score. It was like a 6-shot lead.
Part of that is because it was John Rahm's team, right? First tournament for them, and
Yeah.
they end up coming out and winning, right?
Yeah, but they were talking about teams moving from 4th to 3rd. I don't
Well,
even
yeah.
know what that means in the grand scope of things.
Because third gets paid.
Oh, does it really?
Yes.
Well, that's stupid.
Yes. The
Yeah, but
podium.
nobody's watching the live to find out how much money they make.
Okay.
It's the same as
Or
the
the
PGA Tour. Like you don't care how much they make.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
So why does it matter if they finish 3rd for the amount of money that they're going to
Well, they
make?
get more points for getting third rather than fourth.
Yeah. I will
For their
say
season.
that the main takeaway for me in those 6 holes where the live does have good golfers on it now, and I mean Cream does rise to the top, especially there because all the
Most
other
of
guys
the
are
time.
complete
It's
dog
most of
shit.
the
No,
time,
it's no different than last year, except they have the number 2 player in the world now. That's the only thing different than last year. And last year you said it sucked.
And what's
I never watched
rated?
it last year.
No, but you said that
Yeah.
their fields sucked.
I'm
So now
warming
it's the
up to
same
it.
fields, but now
Well,
they have
no,
the
they
number
have-
2 player in the
What
world.
about Hatton? They got Moron.
Oh yeah, they got
Hatton and
Hatton
Moronk are
right
there.
Yeah, I guess they got
So
Hatton,
there's
yeah.
what 3 more guys
and
inside
Vic
the top
and
40.
Xander and
Yeah.
Anthony Kim and Hudson
Yeah.
Swaffer. That's a 14th team. Now look out.
If Hovland goes, I'm officially done watching golf. I think.
Oh, you're
All
not.
golf?
You might have to go full heel turn and just
Oh.
go live.
Only
No,
watch.
I've already wrote down on my notes here tonight that golf is going to turn into tennis for me right away here.
Why
That
is
I-
that?
Only watching
where I
majors.
only watch the Grand Slams and maybe 2 more events like the Rogers Cup or whatever. Then the 2 more events for me would be the Players and Canadian Open. 6 events a year I'll watch golf,
That's fine.
and then the rest of the time
I
I'll just
think we-
play golf. And
I think for a lot of people, that's what's happening.
I know. And
We talked about it when Rahm went there right
Yes.
before Christmas. It's just like that's what's happening
because
now.
it's completely divided now.
for the next little bit, maybe.
yeah.
We've been
Hopefully.
saying that
Yeah.
for a while now, but
Couple last quick ones on the live. We mentioned before they had a food poisoning outbreak early, so catering crew dropped the ball there. And then the Hatton answer hot mic situation where Hatton said there's nobody here, and answer said that's why they pay us so much money. So pretty good thing there.
It
Speaking
seemed
of-
like there was a
speaking
lot
of-
of people in the final round on that 18th hole. There were a lot of people around that hole, but that's everybody, I guess, once you gather in, right?
yeah.
I will say, is since you brought up that name for the first time in forever, is Abe Answer a classic example of a guy who took the money and just disappeared off planet?
He has not played well.
He hasn't played well there. He's not in any majors anymore.
No.
He's just
No.
collecting a check, literally to that comment, and he's disappeared from the world of golf.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
His bank account's his bank account.
how do you
yeah.
fault them for that?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, the moral aspect too, but
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
You can't bring that up.
Yeah.
I
It's-
can.
No, you
we
can't.
can. We
because
can
then
always
it's
bring that up.
Then it's everything.
No,
though.
but it's not.
Yes,
It
it is.
is.
FedEx,
Guys.
they own Google.
Uber.
You ever
Yeah,
Google something?
don't
Yeah,
ever
but
go
that's-
into Uber ever
It's,
again.
you're going down a rabbit trail of it's like 17 steps down instead of
2.
playing directly under that guy.
Yeah, but
You know what I
that
mean?
guy,
You're playing directly under instead of like, oh, so and so owns this, which owns this, which
So
owns that, which
is
you
there
play for,
that
which
much
is
of a difference?
sponsoring the tour. Yes, there is a huge difference.
I don't think so.
Huge difference. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think people would use Google if it was Hitler owning it. Like, there's obviously a line. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Are you going to talk about Neiman's comment about the majors?
well, I didn't see him.
Oh, you didn't see the comment?
No.
Oh, he said that's the first comment he said when in his post-round presser was, "I'm not in the majors."
He's in 1.
Oh, he's in the Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then can qualify, obviously, for the U.S. Open, and then the Masters can invite him. So
Yeah. And it's still this huge debate on, well, they should be getting world ranking points, but the tour hasn't done anything to make it change. Like, why can't they go to fucking 4 rounds?
Because that was their whole selling
know,
feature. Then they
Well, why?
I don't know why.
But if,
I don't
if
know
everybody
why.
on their tour wants to,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it is kind of weird.
Doesn't make any
considering
sense to me. I hate it so
they've
much.
gone back on so many of their other selling features. What's one more step back? They've got
Yeah.
enough guys now where they might as well just go to those guys and be like, hey, we really thought we were going to get this across the line. We didn't. You guys just want to go to 4 rounds?
yeah.
Yeah.
Would they give them world golf rankings for only the 4-round tournaments? Because then they just say, hey, we'll play half of them. You guys, it's a limited field. You're going to get some points. Probably get enough.
Yeah.
And who knows what's going to happen if the merger goes through, right? Does that mean then the majors get together and say, hey, whatever, your top 15 people in the standings, they're going to end up getting in.
Mhm.
Just go off your points and we'll allow them in, or whatever it ends up being, right?
Yeah, I saw a good tweet today saying something about, you can kind of shit on them for taking the money, or say, they chose the money over the majors, but you can still feel bad for the guys that were told, even
That
if
they
we
were gonna
go,
get into
we're
it,
still
yeah.
going to be getting world ranking points
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Like Greg told them all that
Yeah.
they're going to be getting points eventually.
But there's
they're
also
not.
going to
100%
be
he did.
there's also going to be some guys too that maybe got paid and then they didn't think, hey, I don't know how much good golf I have left in me, and then they start playing really well. And I know Neiman's not one of those guys, but right, he was having an okay year before he left, and now he's playing awesome golf.
Oh, he's probably one of the top 20, 25 players in the world, no
For
matter
sure.
what tour he's on,
Yeah.
for sure. So
Yep. Okay, let's go through the other stuff. Speaking of that, the PGA deal with the Strategic Sports Group passed with a valuation of $12 billion for the PGA Tour. I guess the players are set to get $900 million of that, however that works out. I don't know. In equity. Few DP World Tour players are a little concerned about this. If a PIF PGA Tour deal doesn't happen, they're suggesting the DP World Tour has to do something in their interest to maybe partner with them. So we'll see what happens.
When Rory keeps coming to PIF's side as well, saying, "Hey, this deal needs to get done. It has to happen." I don't know.
How much money did they give him off the books?
I don't know what the hell's
To change his
happening
tune.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just similar to when Liv started. It's just like we just want an answer.
Yeah.
Like just get us the answer so we can move on. We can all go back. Bruno can go back to enjoying golf.
Well, there was that report too where apparently Rory and Jordan had a frank conversation after an hour. So they were in some group chat with a bunch of the professionals, and Rory ended up leaving the WhatsApp group because he was getting pissed off at what everyone else was saying, which led to the conversation with him and Jordan having an hour-long conversation about why the PIF is needed for this deal, blah, 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 blah. And obviously Jordan's been against it. So I don't know.
I've left group chats for less than that. So. Someone says something a little bit off about the Steelers, and I'll leave a group chat.
Not even off.
It's a
Not
Steeler
even
thing,
off.
though.
Just facts.
Like the cheapest team or whatever, the most penalized team.
It's right there. The cheaters. The biggest cheaters.
Biggest cheaters, and it's like 06. It's like 06 data.
Well,
I was
think of
working off
some
of.
list. Yeah.
Think about how much more they've cheated.
Yeah,
since
no,
then.
I
Like,
know, Harv.
They've
I know.
probably risen.
They've probably been hiding all the stats since. They won't let anyone
Exactly.
do that.
The biggest thing about this one is lots of people question the $12 billion valuation. But when you really think about it, of course it's worth that much. They make so much money. It's not even when you look at it strictly from like someone coming in to own that.
Yeah.
Like the players get peanuts when you really think about it because they got 52 weeks.
Yeah.
Was it like 56 tournaments maybe?
Yep.
And 4 events every week.
Yeah.
Getting
like 4
30
days,
to 40,000 people. That's not including practice rounds and stuff that people are paying to get in. Like at $100 a ticket, like the money adds up.
So, and
that's
that's
a huge valuation.
that
there,
is
I
kind
think.
of the weird part because there was that other league that was almost trying to start the PGL, and they had gone to the PGA Tour and they said, yeah, like we think this can be like 10 billion, and they said no, like you're insane. There's no fucking way that teams can be worth this amount of money, and fuck off basically. And then now this whole thing happens. They're like, oh yeah, no, this is worth 12 billion. Well, how do you get to this point, right? Like, how do you not think that back then, or at least listen to them and find out how they came to that valuation? And then now you're just like, oh yeah, for sure it is. After everything that's happened, you've sloughed that off. How much further you could have been ahead if you had listened to that from the start?
Yeah, I go back to anytime I hear a valuation that someone's willing to pay, something's worth the amount that someone's willing to pay it.
Yep.
Right? So if 12 billion is the number and someone's going to pay 12 billion, it's worth 12 billion.
Yep.
Well, especially with like the people who invested the $3 billion. Like they're not in it to lose money. Like the Saudis just want to throw money at stuff. Like
That's right.
they own a bunch of other teams that they're making the money that they're paying billions of dollars for.
That's
So
all
they
it comes down
probably
to.
did the due diligence on what they have to cough up. So
But so
It's
the part
worth
that
what someone's willing to pay.
I'm still confused about is this isn't the regular PGA Tour that they're putting this money toward, right? Like this is a separate entity outside of the PGA Tour. And we don't even know what the fuck that is yet. And you're saying that this is worth $12 billion.
I have no idea what's worth 12. I thought it was PGA Tour.
No, it's something else. Some sort of profit. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I didn't know that either. One thing we didn't mention the
Let's
live
just move on.
it was they partnered with Google so you can watch every shot.
Yeah, that's something.
But
Nice.
If it
thought
happens.
I'd throw
High
that in
praise.
Well,
Uh,
it's
moving on.
It's better than what the PGA is currently doing.
Yes.
With like they're not doing anything.
Oh, that was my other thing. My takeaway from the live, a pile of shots.
Yeah, it's just rapid fire.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was that was good.
Yeah.
That was that's why it's a soft 6 and not a hard 5.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a 6 because there's music going on and you can hear the hole.
Yes,
That's it.
and it wasn't like and the team sucked.
thing is
Well, probably would have been a 4 if you didn't have
No,
the
hard
shots.
hard 5, but so many shots, soft 6.
Yeah.
Moving on, because this was supposed to be short.
Yeah, it ain't short.
TaylorMade is
It might be longer
suing.
than normal pots.
TaylorMade is suing Costco over the irons that they came out with. Now,
I saw a comment saying that, is it a good look that you're suing Costco? Wasn't that the whole point? They copied your irons.
I thought Costco was copying Titleist with everything.
not these irons.
That was
No.
the ball.
and wedges.
Oh,
They got
and putter.
yes.
they're the
Yeah.
potters, yeah.
Yeah.
I did see a cross section of 2 of the irons cut. They don't look similar at all on the
So
inside.
that's the thing. Like, I think that was the point of that comment, because like they saw the cross section, and now you're saying this club that looks nothing like yours is the same.
Yeah.
For a quarter of the price isn't necessarily
Yeah.
a good look.
Yeah.
Fuck TaylorMade.
What a
Hey,
comment.
I like that.
Clip that.
That might be the clip this week.
Next,
Team Costco.
Team.
Team Kirkland. LPGA purses are getting bigger. $12 million purse for the U.S. Open.
That's huge.
All I wrote down for this one is like, there's going to be some guys cleaning up on that tour.
Oh, man.
I did not see that.
I didn't see that coming either.
Oh,
Do you remember? I don't have the post in front of me, but what was last year's purse? Like it was
9.
significantly
it's
higher.
up like another 3 million,
Yeah.
like, or something like that. 8.6 or 9.6 or something like that, up to 12.
Someone might have crashed just now, Harv. They're listening to this in the ditch.
Well, with the way the world's going. Next, bit of a tough one here. R.I.P. Carl Weathers or
Yeah.
Chubbs Peterson.
Right.
Sorry. Oh, never mind. Keep going.
Okay. This was a good one. It was a tweet or a Instagram post or something, and I think we should maybe bring it up at the next Hillcrest board AGM, but live stream of the first tee box with shot tracer on a TV in the clubhouse.
I think we brought this up on the pod before.
Have we?
I don't know.
Just
I think
connected
I've
to
seen that in
TrackMan?
there before.
TrackMan and broadcasted into the clubhouse.
Maybe it's trackband range we're gonna get. Who knows?
Oh, it'd be great.
Oh,
That would be
unreal.
that would be hilarious though.
Oh yeah, imagine seeing that. That it would put butts in the seats in the clubhouse. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Or at least for Labor Day, we could do that and just record all the shot tracers and then play it on a loop after the event. Just
I-
every guy.
I love that.
That's a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Eh?
We were going to do that on one last year. Remember? We were going to record every shot.
Yeah, no, but this year we'll do that, and then we'll apply a shot tracer to it, and then play it on a loop at dinner and for the rest of the night, so that every guy can watch where their shot went
Yeah.
and just laugh hysterically for 2
Just
hours.
One little like dribbler out front.
Yeah,
Tom
because
Brady.
there'll be one. Next,
Or just pick the best ones. Anything that's not straight, we just throw up and just
Yeah.
clip those ones.
Yeah, just the bottom 20 or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
It'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Minji Lee joined Callaway. Minwoo Lee's obviously there
Yep.
already, so
Yep.
full Callaway staffer now, clubs, balls, everything. We already talked about Hovland withdrawing, going to the Live.
He actually said his game isn't where he wanted it to be right now, so he's going to focus on
Yeah, so he goes to
Practicing
Live
before
and
the-
wins.
Genesis. But
What was Xander's reason? Has he said anything or?
I don't know. Probably reading the rule book or something.
Dad spanking too
Should.
hard.
Sore
Stefan.
bum.
Last one before we go around the world. The other one's Bud Colley, I guess, is back from
Yeah,
his
he
medical
is.
thing. So
I was surprised Canoe posted it in the group.
Do you
today.
remember when Bud Colley said he was coming on the pod and then just never came?
I don't remember that at all. No.
Yeah.
that was
Maybe-
a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Around the world,
Hope he misses the cut then.
Corn
Hope he
Ferry.
doesn't get enough points in his 29 starts
Yeah,
he's got
I was
left.
just gonna say, I have a bunch of stuff.
He's got a lot.
but-
Corn Ferry Tour, the Panama Championship, won by Isaiah Salinda, won by 8 strokes. So a bit of a anticlimactic one there. But we might have a new front runner for best trophy,
Oh, yeah.
like a big model
that one?
ship.
Yeah, the ship
Really?
is nice.
Yeah, like that's up there with the fish hook.
Detailed?
Oh yeah, like
To the nth degree.
To the nines.
it's nice.
A ship?
A
Yeah,
ship.
like a wooden ship.
Like
Whoever
like
a
that
ship
would
in
show
a,
up
like a ship
No,
in
no,
a
no, I know.
bottle.
But
like
whoever
a ship
won-
that would show up in my algorithm
I
later
know you're
tonight
going to get
after
to
this
who
pod.
won the DP World Tour this week, but didn't they also have a ship this week?
I don't think they did.
Oh, but
Oh no,
friend of the
that's
pod.
the ship. That's the ship. DP
Oh,
World
yes,
Tour.
yes.
Yeah, I got it
Tally.
back.
Oh,
This
okay.
one, I'm read wrong. It's just an ashtray.
Close, similar, I guess.
Yeah, well, I just got the tournaments mixed up. I'm reading too fast here. But Will Bateman was 12th. Miles Crichton was 36th. Yella Maraju, Gliggs, and Papineau all missed the cut. So tough one for the Canadians there. No tournament on the LPGA. No tournament on the Champions Tour. But Bernhard Langer tore his Achilles.
Oh, so he said he was done, and
Really?
now he's really done.
So
He's
just
not
got
in the
Achilles
Masters.
tendon surgery. He might be done forever.
He
That's
might
what I'm
be.
saying. He said
Yeah.
this was his last Masters, didn't he?
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Fuck.
So now he's done. Done.
How
Why
did
would
he-
you even rehab that?
How did he do it?
I don't know.
Fuck,
Okay.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Why would you even rehab that?
And then
Well,
yeah,
like
Well, you want to
for
live.
golf.
Yeah.
For golf.
Yeah.
and then DP World Tour, the Bahrain Championship, won by friend of the pod Dylan Fratelli.
Two friends of the pod, same week.
I'll never forget when we interviewed Fratelli, and I told him that I'd been to Johannesburg, and told him it was. I was surprised, and he's like, "Yeah, it's a major city." Just like I was surprised with how like advanced it was
Yeah.
for being in Africa, and he just like shut me down. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a major city in the world. Of course, it's that nice.
Surprised you didn't call it a dump.
Well, he did
He was
after.
on the pod.
Yeah.
This is the top trophy, the ship.
Yeah.
This tournament, so
The other ship, not the ashtray.
not the ashtray. And then Aaron Cockrell was 6th.
Yeah, Cockerell is
Dialed.
dialed. Yes.
He's good right
What
now.
is he in the race to Dubai standings?
Like
He's got-
30,
well, he's got
38th or something like
38? Didn't he have? Doesn't he have
No,
a third
he's
and a
top
6th?
10.
Yeah.
that. Oh, maybe I'm
He's got a
thinking
third and a
Will
6th.
Bateman's 38th.
Will,
Yeah, because
what'd you say Will Bateman got this week?
12th?
12th. Yeah, he was
He got
dialed.
second.
Oh, yeah, that's
T2.
T2. Not a 12. Man, my writing's bad today.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
I was
after
gonna say because I thought
after
I
the
saw
third
him at
round,
T2.
after the third round, he
He
was
was winning.
hunting. Yeah.
You might have
He
to
was
start
winning. He was
typing
leading the
that.
I
tournament.
might. I got
Up.
too
After
too
the
small
third
at the bottom of the
third
page.
round.
Second or
There's too
third
much
round, he
news.
was leading.
There's too
Yeah.
much news. I was down to the very like.
That
I said it
always
was gonna be a
happens to me.
short pod, and yet you had.
Well, you
all
guys
this
just
news.
kept talking and talking
Knoop.
about random
Weeks
shit.
takes 30 minutes now.
Pick
Happens.
recap. I won the week.
Oh, yeah, right.
Standings are Matty B 10, Harv 7, Bronell 6, Knoop 3.
Don't forget the fine print on that.
Oh, you got a point
Thank
for
you.
winning the tournament, picking Clark.
Picked him, bet on him. The rare double dip.
I had Rose 11th. Someone gave me Russell Henley 58th and Sahit Takala 20th for a 29.67 average. Knoop had Keegan Bradley 11th, Rory McIlroy 66th, and Eric Cole 14th for a 30.33
What a
average.
piece of shit.
So a bit of a tight one there. Brono was 3rd, Denny McCarthy 26th, Tom Kim 31st, Mav McNeely 39th for a 32 average.
What? 39th is my highest, and I didn't win?
Correct.
Wow.
All right in that 30 range. And then Matty B 4th, Nick Taylor 71st, Nikolai Hogard 31st, and Wyndham Clark 1st for a 34.33 average.
That might be the closest four ever.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Because I thought I had the winner and I was last.
All four of us within 5 for the average.
Yep. Wild.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Winner
Waste
and you finished
management.
last. Yeah. Waste management.
We have Live Golf Las Vegas this week.
Well, they are going back to back, eh?
Yeah, Las Vegas Country Club, par 70, 7,089 yards. What do you mean? Like
They didn't want to play that much golf, Brock.
the Super
so what
Bowl
if it's back
is
to
in
back?
Vegas?
So what if it's
That's-
back to back
This
weeks?
is perfect for them.
Are
Perfect.
they finishing on Super Bowl Sunday?
Absolutely there.
I'm sighing
For
because
sure.
he's doing the live preview before the waste management.
No, I get it. Save
Uh,
the best for last.
Course played host to the Las Vegas Invitational, which is now the Shriners, on the PGA Tour for 8 years. And most recently, it's been part of the LPGA's Takafuji Classic from 03 to 06. Rahm tops the betting market at 4.75 to 1.
What
I don't
course
really
is
have
it?
much else.
Las
Las
Vegas
Vegas Country Club this week. You played it?
I'm going to check because I did play a course in Vegas that the LPGA played at for a long time.
Really?
When did you play it?
2013.
All right.
That would have been
Keep
just
going.
after. That's all I got for that. Not much else.
Yeah, I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I
No,
get it.
there
Yep.
ain't much else there. And then we have the WM Phoenix Open this week, obviously in Scottsdale, Arizona. TPC Scottsdale, par 71, 7,268 yards. This tournament started back in 1932 and moved to this course in 87. No longer a signature event here, and I'm not sure we'll see what it happen again here at this place. They don't really need it. They get enough exposure from it anyway. Course record here is 60, shot by 3 men, Grant Waite, Mark Kalkivackia, and Phil Mickelson. Defending champion here this week is Scotty Scheffler, looking to go back and be the first one to do so since Stricker did it at the John Deere from 09 to 11. So that would be kind of neat this week. Hovland and Xander, as we have said, have WD'd. Justin Thomas is looking to qualify for the Genesis next week. There's 2 ways that he can get it. He's just outside the Aon Swing 5, which is whatever. And then the OWGR. So top 30 get in. He's 19th right now. There's a chance that he slips, but it's unlikely that he does. So he's probably in next week. But there are a lot of other people jockeying for those positions with, like I had said, that Aon Swing 5 and then the Comcast Business Top 10. There's too much shit going on, to be honest, with all of these different criteria to get into the elevated tournaments. It's very confusing. Like you guys had said, Bud Colley's in this tournament this week. This is his first start since the Fordnet Cup or Fordnet Championship in 2020. He's here on a major medical stemming from a car accident in late 2018.
Right.
So he needs, I think he has 27 starts and he's got to get 398 points or something. So good luck to him.
20 very doable.
It does. 27 of the top 50 in the world are playing this week. And Scotty Scheffler is the top betting favorite at 5-1.
He wasn't number 1 on the PGA Power rankings today, though.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Won back-to-back.
I don't know
and
who
he's
it
the number
was.
one
I thought
player
we
in
weren't
the
allowed
world.
to look at those anymore.
No, I don't, but I just saw that. I saw the headline. 3 things. Who picked the best player last week for the other guy?
Wasn't me.
Because if
Who gave Matty B. Hogard?
That was not me. I gave you Henley.
And
Bronell.
I gave Bronell Tom Kim.
no, I gave Harv Henley. 100%.
Did you?
Yeah.
You gave me Hogard.
I don't think I did.
Gotta be.
Well, Hogard and Kim tied.
Oh. So then we're just
So it
31.
doesn't matter.
okay. Second thing, Canadians Connors Hadwin Pendrith Taylor, I think is it. And third thing is you're going to Phoenix fucking 4 times this winter and you're not even going during the waste management.
Busy time for me.
Like what?
I'm
I'm going to
with a
Mexico.
straight face too.
I'm going to Mexico in a week and a half. I couldn't swing it.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Well, it's halfway there. You could have just gone to Phoenix and then went to Mexico after.
Could have, but I'm
Cheap flights.
Yeah.
I did it last year.
not. Well, I'm looking to book another Phoenix trip, and it's insanely expensive right now. So I need it to drop.
I'll go first. I'm taking Corey Connors.
Corey takes Corey.
Oh shoot.
So Harmon and below can't be taken. Harmon Hostler below.
Correct. They have to be given.
Right.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Taking
You
Corner Connors.
You need to get some internet out here.
Just disconnect from internet.
It's
Yeah.
a detached
Well, I'm trying to do it on my
garage.
computer.
It's a detached
Well,
studio. It's a
Figure it
studio.
out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Detached studio. You just park your truck in the studio.
It's only +3 right now.
Yeah.
Need it- need it
Heater's
nice and
kicking
warm
in.
in the
Sorry, what was the number? Who in below?
55.
Harmon and
5,500
Hostler and below.
500 and below.
It was posted today too in the group chat.
Yeah.
Give me Thomas Dietrich.
I just bet on him.
You're just
So-
obsessed with that
So
guy.
for
Love that
for
guy.
I'm riding that hot streak with Wyndham Clark. Here are my 3 outright bets this week. Sung J M at 25-1.
Don't like it.
Well, he's won this tournament before.
Just saying I don't like it.
Jake Knapp at 125-1. And these are each with each ways.
That's a
by the way.
33-cent bet.
That's a 33-cent bet. And Thomas Dietrich, 66-1.
Nice. I'm going to take Jake Knapp.
Yeah. Man, that guy, he was, 2 weeks ago? He was top 5?
Yep.
And he's just pure.
Yeah, I'm taking him.
Perfect. Okay.
Your pick.
My pick? Give me Denny McCarthy.
Damn.
Also thinking about tossing a few shekels on him.
I'm going to take first time this year, Alex Noren.
First time.
Your guy. Your Swedish fetish.
I did just bet on. I just bet on
They're an
Denny
Asian.
and a bottle of Chianti.
Are you going next, or?
Yep. I'm going to take Kevin Yu.
You, Kevin, You're taking
Yeah.
him. I had him written down.
I'm a little
Kenny.
worried because he's played a bunch of weeks in a row, but the guy's a bomber.
He was 3rd, then 6th, then 58th last week, but only three rounds. Maybe you would have jumped to like 30th.
Yeah,
if
he
you
got
would've
some
played the
rest,
4th round.
so let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun fact. When I said Sung Jae Im, and I said he's won here before, I was thinking of your comment about the Shriners. Because Sung Jae's won the Shriners, not the Waste Management.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd won here.
So I'll probably cash that bet out.
It's probably a good idea.
Told you I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Adam Svensson
Sorry.
is also playing this week. I don't know why I missed him in the Canadians, but all
right, come on.
Do I want to take?
What a week. So Wyndham was, 80 last week?
Yeah, he's 30
30
this
this
week.
would have
week.
kept it running.
What?
Yeah.
$4 billion.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
Put it on Clark.
So I got to take all the money that I bet on Wyndham last week and get it right this
Yeah.
week. I think it's Scotty back to back to back.
I'm gonna give Matty B. Bo Hostler.
Perfect. Am I next?
I want him bad. I like that guy.
I know you
Okay.
do.
Yeah, he's literally like looking in a mirror.
they walk the same.
Just give me that visor.
Sticks up
Yeah.
there.
Is it me next? Come on.
Yeah.
It is? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to return the favor. I'll give you Ben Ann right back.
That's fine.
This is where Sahith lost in a playoff last year.
How
Sahith
about-
was up there
how about
last year,
Ben-
right?
Scheffler won outright, I believe.
But this
Sahith
is the one
shoulda
that's-
won.
This is the one that Sahith should have won. Yeah.
How
Or
about
something happened.
How about Ben Ann having the same odds as Wyndham Clark?
Yeah. That's why I
They
gave him
love
to
that guy. They always do.
It's because all the Asians in North
Like, how does he
America
have
are
better
betting on
odds
him.
or worse odds, I guess, than the Gala? Like, that makes no sense to me.
I guess I have to give Knoop Brian Harmon.
Fuck. I was giving him away next.
He'll be good this week, I bet.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Who am I giving?
Me.
Fuck. I was going to give Matty B. Sung J.M. I guess I'll give him to you.
Oh, because I bet him. Well,
Yeah.
I'm cashing that out.
That's weird.
So Bud Cauley doesn't even have remotely close to the worst odds.
Who has the worst? I still have to pick.
Kevin
by the way.
Stadler.
How
makes
the
sense.
fuck is he in this field?
Good question.
That's a very good question.
And Robert McIntyre, I saw, was the first alternate today. And Kevin Stadler's in it.
Says he won this tournament 8 times before.
By the way, friend of the pod, Jimmy Hardgay got into the
Yeah, he did.
Monday
yeah.
Q today, and so did
Nice.
Patton Kazire.
Carl Huan is 300-1. 50 cents?
Might be worth it.
Where's Pendrith on these odds? Way down?
Not
I'm
in
going to take
the
him.
tournament.
I'm going to take him. I think he's in it.
Lipsky's there.
Call me crazy,
Yeah.
but
Hey, Lipsky's
Pendrith
in.
and Knapp back to the old
Yeah.
Canadian Tour days.
60,000.
I know.
Matty B.
I don't see Pendrith
Oh,
on
back
these
to me?
odds,
Yeah,
though.
last pick.
I'll take EVR.
You do love him.
Love him. I'll bet him all the time.
Is there a way of searching for guys on here?
Nope.
Yes.
Use your
You
eyes.
just do the
Go to the-
search on the phone
Go
thing.
to the top.
'Cause I
What
don't
is
see Pendrith on here.
We're at an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, Harv's promise of short pod is just
You guys
It's
kept
jinx.
talking.
Pendrith is
I
not in
jinx.
the
There
field
was a
this week.
lot of times I kept being like, okay,
was on the
next,
list
and
that
then
I
it
saw.
just kept on going.
Pendrith isn't on the betting list.
I checked the list today. Anyways, I'll take Svensson instead.
That's it.
Give me a Canadian.
Best bet. I got Siwoo Kim top Asian.
I had a Ben An.
I love that. Yep.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Plus 650.
Parlay that with John Rahm to win this week.
You got a pile of
Yeah.
guys ahead of him. You got Min Woo, Tom Kim.
Minwoo's Australian.
All right.
I almost said it and then I caught myself. So I was hoping someone else to make that.
Ricky's ahead of him. There's a bunch of guys ahead of him.
Im and Ann. It's Im and Ann.
Yeah. I mean, I looked on the betting website when I picked this.
Ricky's middle name is like
Oh, it's
Yukaza or something, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I thought you were going to say something way different.
Okay, what else you guys got? Nothing. End it.
We're doing that bet or what?
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, we need to make our Super Bowl predictions too.
Pendrith is not in
Oh,
the
Super
field
Bowl
this week.
picks.
I fenced it instead.
Winner and score?
He was on
Winner
the
and
fucking
score.
list.
What's it for?
What do you mean?
Point.
No, it can't be for a point.
Okay.
It must be last.
I hope this is for the. This isn't for the record. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass. But I did just cash out my Sung JM bet.
You should.
I do have a Cam Smith bet though to win on Live.
He looked alright.
He was
this
hot
week.
last
Yep.
week. So I got McCarthy, Dietrich, and Knapp are my bets. I am going to say in Super Bowl 58, I'm going to bet my emotional hedge, and I'm going to place on this pod what I do believe is going to happen, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl by a score of 27-24.
I think I'm going 49ers 28-27.
Oh, yep. That field goal is going to hurt the Chiefs.
Yep.
I'm saying the
30-6 for the Chiefs.
classic Bronell. You think the San Francisco 49ers are not going to score a touchdown?
Chiefs defense has carried them all year. Probably going to get a pick six, and yeah, it's going to be a
see them
blowout.
getting some. I see them getting some turnovers.
They've been practicing in the Raiders' billion-dollar facility all
You
week.
acted like that's a new thing.
I know it's not a new thing, but it just happens to be lucky for them this year because it goes back and forth. It's the home team is the AFC this year.
Yes, but the home team was also the AFC last year. It was Miami. The
How
Super
could
Bowl
they
was
get
in
it back?
Miami.
How did they get it back to back?
I don't know, but they did.
So they're So the
And
league,
so-
that's
League
a
is
league.
good.
There
Do
it
you-
is, right
do you,
there.
Do you want to know something else that's crazy? Chiefs are 3-0 in AFC stadiums and 0-2 in. 2-0 and 0-2 in NFC because they lost to Tampa Bay when Tampa Bay was in it, and they lost to. Why can't I think of it right now? They beat the Niners.
They lost to the Eagles.
No, they beat the Eagles last year.
Beat the Eagles.
Oh,
And then they beat the Niners for the other one, and they lost to. This is their fourth one. They're 2-1. They lost to Tampa when it was there. So
So we're wondering why the pod's long here, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking of
gonna
the AFC
say
Championship, but those are both at
Kansas
home.
City Chiefs 24-10.
24-10.
Yeah. Nice
Chiefs D isn't that good. They're like 17 points good. It could be 27-17. But you guys want to come to my house to watch it?
Yeah. Are you actually inviting us, or
My wife wants to invite people over. I said I'd be.
will there
fine
be
with it.
dips?
She's gonna make lots of dips. Yeah.
Are you going to bring yours?
I can bring a dip.
Buffalo chicken with bacon in it.
No, the other one. I like the other one better now. The
Oh,
slow
okay.
cooker one.
Dip
Okay, sure.
that looked real good.
Oh,
I saw a buffalo chicken quesadilla casserole. It looked unbelievable.
yeah, they're all good. Any
Yeah,
dip is good.
Any dip, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, my wife wants to invite everyone over, and I said, okay, but as long as I have the two regular TVs, and then I'm gonna set up one more TV in another room. So if things aren't going my way, I'm just leaving everyone.
Oh,
Go
well,
watch it.
I plan on watching it in a different room than you, no matter what.
Were you at the one where we won at my old house?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I still have the video of you going
Bananas.
stupid mode.
Yeah. So anyway,
Will there be chili dogs?
go Chiefs. I do have the roller. I could fire it up, Harv, if you're making an appearance.
Are those
I was gonna make
cabinets
chili this
installed
week,
yet, or-
actually.
No. No cabinets yet. They
Just
just
made
got
chicken
ordered.
pot pie today.
You made something.
Look at the smile on his face. He's so
Like
happy.
put it in the oven.
Like Swanson?
Slow
Or-
cooker.
Yeah, Swanson Hungry Man casserole.
No, I'll never eat those. They're disgusting.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to keep $400 in my account for the Niners bet.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what? It'll probably be 300. Actually, I think 300 is my number this year. I'm
Hmm.
content.
Yeah, because you know the Chiefs are going to win.
I don't want to use that much.
That money. Yep.
Well, the other thing I could do is place that $300 on Chiefs +2. Because then there's a chance I could win both.
Yeah, that'd be
That's a good
so
point.
lucky.
What 28, 27?
No, on Niners.
No, Niners are
No.
2-point favorites. I would never bet on them because I would never want them to win by one and lose both. It's Niners money line or
right.
it's Chiefs to cover.
Yeah, it's Niners money line.
No, but if it's Chiefs to cover, I pay a little less in odds, but I could win both.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm actually going to do that now. Chiefs +2
That's
and hope they win by. Or
Knoop's prediction was Niners 28-27.
Freddie Prinze Jr. used to write for WWE.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but Cactus Jack was top 5 Jacks last
Oh,
week
never
on
mind.
mention.
Hey, the Chiefs +2, the winning both. I don't like that because if the Niners win by a blowout, I lose. It's Niners money line. That's the only hedge.
Yeah,
Always was.
yeah.
It always
I don't know
was
what you're
Niners.
talking about.
You guys got anything else? All right,
No,
go
I-
Chiefs. And until next week, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.